Can I have a great big round of applause for the one and only Mr. Ronnie Twist? Come on, let's hear it. Come on, Ron, my babe.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. A great pleasure to be here at the Downtown restaurant. I was standing over by the bar after desperately trying for about 20 minutes to get a drink, listening to the dulcet tones of Mr. Lee Tracey. And I remember thinking how smart he looked, and I'm glad I wore my best suit. Do you like the suit, man? Unexpected present from the wife. Got home early last night, was hanging over a chair in the bedroom. That's great, you know. I arrived changed tonight because it's rather dangerous to be out in the streets these days with a bow tie and a frilly shirt. People get the wrong impression, don't they, sir? I was in this club and the police raided it, you see. Never pinched anybody, got £1.50 each for their truncheons. Wasn't really worth the effort, was it? But I remember thinking it's a funny thing about puffs, considering they don't reproduce, there's thousands of them. I was thinking, can I have a guess at somebody's occupation? And you've been elected, sir. Is that a pattern on your tie? You've been sick down there. Oh, that's a pat. Can I have a guess at your occupation? Well, smile then. I'm getting the distinct impression with a little bit of practice you could be fucking unpleasant, you know what I mean? He's sitting there looking at me, you know. I'll get round to you in a minute. There's a fella come home from work very early one night and he said to his wife, I feel sexy tonight. He said, you and me upstairs in the shower, 68. She said, what's the 68? He said, you suck mine, I know you won. Now, I love that. Great game, that. Says I'll throw one in for the kids, you know what I mean? Fella walked into the bathroom. I'll stick with the quick jokes and get back to you later, so I'll get more laughs on you. Fella walked into his bathroom, sitting in the bath, you see, was his little son, about 14 years old, playing with himself. And the fella was very upset. Now, I personally would have been upset myself, because I do think there's nothing wrong in playing with yourself. In fact, I think you'd be a better class of people that way. This fella was very upset. He said to his son, don't do that, son, it makes your ears go red. And the kid said, come on, Dad, it don't make your ears go red. He said, it does if you do it in my fucking bathroom. Two Irish fellas walking down this dark country lane, 2 o'clock in the morning, picture the scene, freezing cold, blowing like the devil and pouring down with rain. And Pat says to Mick, Mick, the next time we're in a car with 2 girls and you say it's either sex or walk, make sure it's our car. Sorry, I should have done the old one about the Irish fella killed his wife, put her in a bath of acid and burnt his right arm off, put in a plug. I don't know why we bother with the new jokes, do you? They always laugh at the old ones, don't they? Right, lads, I'm going to try something here tonight. Since I'm first on, I've got everything to gain and nothing to lose. So, can you give me a little bit sort of ghostly music? I want to do something. 2 old maids asleep in a haunted house on the M1. On this terrible evening, when the wind was howling. It's a bit basic, but I'll take it, mate. I'm desperate. The rain was lashing down.
It's a fact.
You're taking a piss, aren't you, mate? The thunder was crashing.
Bang.
Don't give up your day job, mate. We're not there. And the lightning was flashing, I dare you. And the 2 old maids lay snoring. All of a sudden, down in the hall, a clock was ticking, and out through the window, an owl hooted. Hoot. This owl had a hernia. Oh, whatever, if you don't do it properly, you know. All of a sudden, the door creaked open. I thought he was going to be sick, really. And into the room floated a ghostly apparition of a handsome young man. He floated into the room, went up to the bed, leaned over the 2 old maids, and went hocus pocus, hocus pocus. One old maid opened one eye and said, never mind the hocus. That's the end of that, fellas, actually. Mr. Wu was a laundry man in a shop with an old green door. He armed all lay all in a way and it really made me sore. He lost his heart to a Chinese girl, now the laundry's all gone wrong. All day he'll flirt, sculpt a shirt, and that's why I'm singing this song. Mr. Wu, what can I do? I've got this kind of life of Chinese laundry blues. That funny feeling keeps from me stealing. Why don't you throw your sweetheart overdue? Now Mr. Wu, he's got a funny eye that flickers. You ought to see it wobble when he's armed in ladies' blouses. Mr. Wu, what can I do? I've got those kind of limehouse Chinese laundry blues. Oh, now every night when the sun goes down, stars begin to peep. You'll find there's a kind of mystery round the old green door will creep. There's Mr. Wu, Chinese golden pipe and a bottle of wine. While the laundry's getting soaking wet, hanging on the old back line. Oh, Mr. Wu, what can I do? I've got those kind of limehouse Chinese laundry blues. That funny feeling keeps from me stealing. Why don't you throw your sweetheart overdue? My vest so short that it won't fit my little brother. My new Sunday shirt, it's got a perforated rudder. Mr. Wu, what can I do? I've got those kind of limehouse Chinese. Here comes the clever bit. He's got a funny eye that flickers. You ought to see it wobble when he's armed in ladies' blouses. Mr. Wu, what can I do? I've got this kind of limehouse Chinese laundry blues. Favourite of yours and mine. I'm glad I'm here. And it goes like this. Everybody laugh. La, la, la. I'm leaning on the left. Maybe you think I look a tramp, or you may think I'm hanging round to steal a car. But no, I'm not a crook. And if you think that's what I look, I'll tell you why I'm here and what my motives are. I'm leaning on a lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady comes by. Oh me, oh my, I hope that little lady comes by. For there's no other girl I would wait for. For this one I'd break any day for. I don't have to ask what she's late for. She wouldn't leave me flat, she's not a girl like her that. She's absolutely wonderful, marvellous, she's beautiful. Anyone can understand why. I'm leaning on a lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady comes by. Because I'm leaning on a lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady comes by. Oh me, oh my, I hope that little lady comes by. For there's no other girl I would wait for, but this one I'd break any day for. I don't have to ask what she's late for. She wouldn't believe me, but she's not a girl like that. She's absolutely wonderful, she's marvellous, she's beautiful. Anyone can understand why. I'm leaning on a lamppost at the corner of the street. Everybody clap now, because you're on television. Absolutely wonderful, she's marvellous, she's beautiful. Anyone can understand why. I'm leaning on a lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady passes by. How about Ronnie Twist? Ronnie Twist. Round of applause for Ronnie Twist there. And his heart. Thank you.
They see the people, see, they don't fucking...
Oi! Oi!
You come here right in the field.
Oi, Grandad!
You want to have a nice night out?
Oi!
Things happen, don't they, girl? Bloody right, isn't it? Bloody people.
Chubby Oates is this, don't know. Oi! Where you been?
Hey?
Where you been?
Where have I been?
That's what I said.
Yeah, well, I ain't been punching about it. Silly cat.
I think her drawers are all too bad. Where you been?
Beating show business full of buffs and lesbians.
What's a lesbian?
About £3 a night now. Now I'm out of business now, me.
You're right.
Well, I've got a regular daytime job, mate.
Doing what?
Working as a toilet attendant in Park Lane. Down the gents.
You mean taking
Fucking
the
good
piss?
job.
Taking the piss. I said, you did have something online there, yeah,
Sorry, I didn't realise it was funny. And,
well, you wouldn't with your act, would you?
I'm doing it now. I'm the carty attendant in Park Lane. It's great.
I believe it.
Fellas, if you've nothing to do, fucking good job.
What's your language?
All right. Bleeding good job.
That's fucking boring.
Right. What happens? These rich Arabs come in, all these Arabs.
Arabs.
Right,
Now, watch
they
it,
come
because I
in-
am a bit, what's the nose, right, because I'm a bit sensitive about Arabs.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You're Jewish, are you?
I am, yeah.
You look as if you were circumcised and they threw the wrong end away.
They did. How are you, brother?
Don't you rub me up the wrong way then.
Turn you into a suitcase.
No, there I am. I work in a Kazi at Park Lane.
Yeah,
Great job. All the Arabs come in like they're a piss.
yeah.
And I say to them, like, if you don't give me a big tip, I've got these sharp scissors. And I will cut your cock off if you don't give me a tip.
Oh, don't give me.
Fucking great job it is. See that bag?
Yeah.
Full of £5 notes.
That's full of £5 notes. That bag.
Full of fivers.
So what's in that bag?
Oh, they don't all pay.
Save me three. The doyen of British Musical, will you please welcome the one and only Mrs. Gladys Shufflewick. Thank you very much.
Hello, my lovelies. And lovely to see you all again. Now, I better introduce myself to those of you who have not had the pleasure of seeing me before. Mrs. Shufflewick is the name, star of stage, screen, radio and television, lady exchange and joke parties. And part-time topless barmaid at the Southern Nightgown in the Bowls Congo. Yes. Now, I'm going to start off by singing you a song that I had the pleasure of singing before the Duke of Edinburgh and the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Bedford and quite a few other well-known London towns. Thank you. Falling in love again, never wanted to. What am I to do? I can't help it. Look at the fucking dust up there. Love's always been my game, play it how I may. I was made that way, I can't help it. Men cluster to me, like moths around the flame. And if their wings burn, I know I'm not to blame. Falling downstairs again, never wanted to. What am I to do? I can't help it. Thank you, art lovers. It's shocking, the price of food. Do you know, I went out yesterday morning. Now, this is not a word of a lie. I bought half a pound of Summer County and a packet of ginger biscuits and 4 bottles of gin. And you know it came to nearly £26. I mean, it's getting ridiculous. I should have to give up the ginger biscuits. And there's one thing I cannot resist, and that's a nice piece of meat. And yesterday morning I was going past this butcher's and I saw a lovely leg of lamb hanging up, and I couldn't resist it. I went in and I said to the man behind the bar, I said, how much is that piece of lamb hanging in your window? So he said, well, I'll have to weigh it for you, madam. And he put it on his scales, and he said, that would be £10.95. I said, fuck me. More in hope than in anger, you know. So he said, well, it is English, madam. I said, I want to eat it, not talk to the fucking thing. And I mean, if you don't go out and spend it, you get someone comes and asks you for it. I was sitting in my front room the other morning dusting my coffee service. Oh, I've got one. It's an antique. It used to belong to the Baron Rothschild. I know that because it's still got his initials on the sides of the cups. And I was dusting away. And there's a knock at the doorbell, and I go, and there's this little woman stood there with a collection box. She said, the Battersea Docks home. I said, I didn't know the fucking thing had been away. But I wouldn't have given her anything. Not that I've not got anything against dogs, but I was put off them because I tell you for why. I was going along one night and I suddenly felt a bit faint. So I thought I'll go into a public house and have a large brandy and put my head between the governor's legs for 5 minutes, you know, so that I feel a bit better. And I was stood at the bar knocking back this brandy, and all of a sudden I looked down, and in front of the fireplace was this large Dalmatian dog lying on its back, licking its private parts. Oh, I was so embarrassed. I didn't know what. I was hoping the ground would open and swallow me up. And I was just going to finish my brandy and leave. And I suddenly got this thump in the middle of my back. And I turned round, there's a 6-foot Irish fella stood there. And he pointed to this dog and he said, I wish I could do that, missus. So I said, well, if you give it a biscuit, it might let you. Oh, I know. Anyway, I left that pub and I went round to my own pub where I feel at home there, because it's down the bottom of my road. We're like Coronation Street. You know, everyone knows how many sleep in a bed round my way. They know everyone's business. And I was sipping the Guinness, and a friend of mine came in. I hadn't seen her for about 6 months. She come in, and I thought she was walking funny. And when I looked down, she's got all her legs bandaged up with this creepy bandage. You know what I mean? All done up. I said, I said, whatever's happened to you? And she said, I blame it on the sponge puddings. I said, what the fuck are you talking about, sponge puddings? She said, well, I had a tin yesterday, and on the lid it said, pierce lid and stand in boiling water for 20 minutes. Now, I ask you, how stupid can you get? I mean, 10 minutes would have been enough, wouldn't it? And then out of the blue, the door opened, and this sailor walked in. I'd never seen him before. I think he was in the Navy myself, you know. And he came over. And I also think he must have had a French mother and father, because he kissed me on both cheeks. And I was doing my shoelace up at the time. Anyway, I didn't say anything, and he plumped himself down beside me and suddenly leant over and he said, have a drink with me, dear. And he pushed something down my cleavage. Liberty. Anyway, I heard the crinkle, so I thought to myself, well, it's either a £1 or a £5. So I excused myself to go out to the loo to have a look. It's a fucking tea bag. Anyway, I didn't say anything. I went back. And he was as good as gold after that. He kept buying me large gins. And I kept drinking them. Because I'm not just a pretty face. And he was on pints of rum and black. And then we went on to Guinnesses. I had about 24 of those. And what did I have then? Oh, I had a baby sham with a toffee apple in it. And then I had a barley wine. I remember that going down and coming back. And then he would make me have this glass of Advocate, which I cannot get on with. I don't know what they do with the cats afterwards, but I had to go outside for a bit. I didn't get it. And when I came back in, do you know that little monkey? He'd lined up 2 large drambuies and a fish cake each. Yes. I think it was that fish cake that upset me. And things didn't get any worse, they got better. I mean, they didn't get better, they got worse. We came out of that park, well, I say came out, we was asked to leave. We came out of there and he showed me up something rotten. He was so drunk, I could hardly see him. And before I had chance to turn round, he'd pissed off. He left me down here at Surrey Docks, round the corner there. I had to walk home all the way to Wood Green. Now you know how far that is. My legs, when I got there, oh God, were worn down to the kneecaps. And I thought to myself, now it's no good me charging in and having a scene with the old boy, because all he's going to say is, where have you been, who have you been with, and how much have you managed to spend, you see. So I thought, right, now what I'll do, I'll take all my clothes off downstairs and I'll just sort of creep up and slide into the Chamber of Horrors. And if he says anything, I shall say I was watching the telly and I nodded off. So I got to my turning, I took all my clothes, I'm going to stitch on, all in a bundle under my arm, and I was at the staircase. Everything in the garden is lovely, not a sound, until I got to the bit where it turns round the bend at the top, and I got the shock of me. I was on top of a 27 bus. Oh. And all these people turned round, all sober, as if they'd never seen a woman with no clothes on top of a bus before. So I thought, well, get them. So I just stood there, I thought, let one of them make the first move. And one fella did. Dirty, filthy beast. Bless him. So you see, it just shows you what can happen after a glass of Christmas cake. Now, I'm going to pop off because I tell you for why. I've left a last gin going cold out the back there, and I had one knocked over once in 1927. And I still wake up screaming about that. So I'll leave you with a little bit of my philosophy that has seen me over many a 5-barred gate, even when I haven't wanted to go. And it is this: always remember, and especially in London, do unto others as you would be done by. Otherwise, if they get in first, they'll do you.
Our lovely Mrs. Shufflewick. Correct, beautiful darling. Mrs. Shufflewick, my darlings. Beautiful, sweetheart. Can I have a very big hand for Mr. Dave Cooper? Is it wonderful? I don't have to take the weight. And then, of course, in our company we have a young man. He's a very, very, very talented young man by the name of Mr. Bobby Davro. We were a bit worried about him. Where's Bobby Davro? And now I've got these two lovely young men up here. I want to bring on a young lady. It's been my pleasure to work with many, many times. You've seen her before, you're going to see again. The one and only Mr. Lee Tracey. Come on, let's hear it for Lee Tracey. I'm going to hide this. Come on, sweetheart.
I'm hetero.
I'm bi.
Three chaps of quite different intentions. I'm hetero.
I'm homo.
I'm bi.
Seeking sex in three different dimensions. I've loved with a will girls from Dundee to Dover.
I love with a will till he said it was over.
I love Will, Meader, Fred Smith and Rover.
I'm hetero. I'm homo.
I'm bi.
I'm hetero.
I'm homo.
I'm bi.
How different is each man from his brother? I'm hetero.
I'm homo.
I'm bi.
As we
search for this, that, or the other. I once fancied a barmaid brim full of pert sauce.
I once fancied our milkman. Nice looking, but coarse.
I've lost my place.
Oh, I know the fellow. I fancied his horse.
I'm hetero.
I'm homo.
I'm bi.
Country.
I'm butch. You believe it. I'm bent.
And both.
I'm gonna get you, lady, laughing at me over there. I'll kill them all, Tommy.
Sorry.
Fate's playthings controlled by our urges, to proclaim to the world we're not low. Some odd channels in which passion surges. Without one girl a night, I would think I was slipping.
I once had a waiter. It was cheaper than tipping.
In Madden Two Swords, I had Margaret Thatcher and Crippen.
I don't even know what I am. I'm hetero.
I'm homo.
I'm bi. Trying my hardest.
They're all laughing at me.
I'm normal.
Informal.
Who knows?
All for one,
One for all is our
ambition.
motto.
You can number us all amongst these.
We give thanks
For the age of permission. Once a lovely French film star, I managed to wheedle.
I had a boyfriend of mine like Dickens's Beadle.
I once stuck mine through clear... I once stuck mine through Cleopatra's needle.
I'm hetero.
I'm homo.
I'm bi.
He stayed.
He's depraved.
He's the end.
Bit late.
Sorry. I'm known for that. Told you I was both.
Getting kicks in our different manners.
For ourselves,
So why should we pretend?
Let's live and let's live
to white pants.
He's having a bit of trouble with the lines here.
I've done that one already. What the hell?
I once had an affair with the Duchess. A thriller.
I once had an affair with a duke. What a killer.
I once had an affair with a female gorilla.
I was going to say
I'm
that.
hetero.
I'm homo.
I'm bi. One more.
I like girls.
I like earls.
I like sex.
Our threesome
Is gleesome,
though
though
sensual. Not knowing quite who to do next.
to
Fill
fulfill
all our
our
latent potential. Is life simply a flower just waiting for plucking?
or a nice juicy orange, just ready for sucking.
I don't care what it is. I'm just here for the pudding.
I'm hetero.
I'm homo.
I'm bi.
Bye bye.
See you back.
We stop at the best hotels, but we prefer the country far away from the city smells. We're a couple of sports, the pride of the tennis courts. In June, July, and August, we look cute when we're wearing shorts. The Vanderbilt, the basketball team. We don't know how to get there, no siree, no siree. We would up the avenue, but we haven't got the price. We would skate up the avenue, but there isn't any ice. We would ride on a bicycle, but we haven't got a bike. So we'll walk up the avenue, yes, we'll walk up the avenue. And to walk up the avenue's what we like. I'm trying to walk. Poor old wolf. Darling, yours are a clean pair. Oh look, what's the do? That's the second prize in the raffle. Oh, Wall Street wankers, are we? Wall Street bankers, dear. Bankers, bankers, bankers. Anywhere else it's bankers, for this lot it's wankers. You got me right. Wall Street wankers, are we? With plenty of currency. We'd like to open up the safe, but we got to set the key. We're a couple of cats for girls in the picture ads. We'd like to tell you who we kissed last night, but we can't be cats. The Vanderbilt are working at the club. How are we to get there? That's the rub. And even fucking Webster boots. We would sail up the avenue, but we haven't got a yacht. We would ride up the avenue, but the horse we had was shot. We would ride on a bicycle, but we haven't got the fare. So we'll walk up the avenue, yes, we'll walk up the avenue. And we'll walk up the avenue till we're there. Yes, we'll walk up the avenue till we're there. Mr. Chubby Oates.
Thank you very much indeed. What a sartorial bastard he is. Oh dear, here we go, a bit more entertainment. Do you mind, my love, if in the course of my entertainment I say fuck? No. In that case, do you fancy a fuck? I believe in starting as you mean to go on. Chubby Oates the name is. I like to get that straight before I start. Save you nudging each other and saying who's the fat bastard, isn't it? They have a go at me. I was at the pub, a little pub I used called the Disappointed Virgin. No, I'm wrong. Something like that. Don't you pretend you're a cripple, I'll still take the piss. He really hasn't on me. Oh, get off. My fucking axe, get off. Now, I was stood at a bar, a fella said to me, "Here, you're an half fat." I said, "Yeah, and you're ugly, but I could diet." He said, "My lad," he said, "if belly was on a woman, she'd be pregnant. I said, it has been. She is. There's only one fella more unlucky than me, Gil, and that is my uncle. He went to Africa to help the Freedom from Hunger campaign. They ate him. She made a lot of money in Africa. He used to sell donuts to the pygmies for toilet seats. Then he used to save the ashes at the crematorium and flog them to the cannibals as ready brick. He made a lot of money. A lot of them Jamaicans where I live, I get on well with them Jamaicans. I have to. No other bastard in my house to talk to. I go to a Jamaican barber. I was in there the other week. I said, haircut and shave. He said, yes. I said, no, me head and me chin. Always have bad luck in shops, I do. I went to Burton's last week. I said, have you got a suit to fit me? And the manager said, if we have, some bastard's going to get the sack. I only do this job to get out of the house. Get away from my old woman. Now, there's a lunatic. 14 years I've been married. I don't remember breaking 2 mirrors. I worked it out the other day. If I'd have murdered her on our honeymoon, I'd be coming out on Tuesday. And they want to change things, don't they? Have you noticed that? How they want to change things? She said to me, I want to sleep on the other side of the bed. So I put the prat under the mattress. Got home the other night and she was asleep. That's horrible, my old woman asleep. Look, actually the same, yeah. Actually, I fucked them both. And she is... Like, Mum, you don't have to bend down, love. Go on, you don't matter to me, like, you know. So, no, seriously, she was a kip, my old woman. That's horrible. She's laid out there like a beach whale. Hair in curlers like an advert for British Steel. And them tired old bullets heaving up and down. People don't say bullets now, do they? You don't hear bullets, do you? Hey, you ain't cutting down yet. Come on, love, come on, you come across there. All right? There. And, no, they're tired old bullet. And she's got funny tits, my old woman. Funny tits. She's got one that's an A cup, and the other one's a double D. Because I used to like to sleep with one in my mouth. You like that and all that? Yeah. But we used to have bunk beds. And the mouth's wide open, she's snoring. That's horrible when she snores. So I tiptoed to the medicine chest and got 2 tablets and threw them down her throat. She woke up, she said, oh, what you doing? I said, I'm throwing these aspirins down your throat. She said, well, I've not got a headache. I said, cool, yeah. We got a new way of doing it now. If you're interested, I don't know, you look as if you might be. Now, you look the type, you do. If you can reach it, you can have it. If you can find it, you can tell me where it is. No, seriously, like, we do it back to back now. We invite another couple. And we lay there all night putting the wind up each other. We've been doing it for ages. She said to me once, she said, let's make love like the cats make love. Silly cow fell off the roof. Now, I'd had a good drink the other night. Now, I use a little pub. I've had a good drink in this pub, a right good drink. Like, you know, there's one geezer's come in, Irish punk rocker. Knew he was an Irish punk rocker because he took a pin out of his nose, his head blew up. And he... And it's rotten how they tell Irish gags. A lot of people do, and I don't do them. There was a nun on her bike in Sligo. Gonna get to shopping. And she's riding along, and a policeman stopped her. And he said, Sister, I have reason to believe that you have been speeding. Get off your bike. And he undid his trousers. And she said, oh, Christ, not the breathalyzer again. can do that. Well, I can do that because all my family are Catholics. You didn't get it. You wasn't a nun. And we... Now, all my family are Catholics. I'm not. I've no sense of rhythm, but... In fact, I call the bingo in the Catholic Church Hall near where I live on a Wednesday. Only I call the numbers out in Latin so the Protestants can't win. See a bit myself. Church of Egypt. I only went once, too fucking far. No, I've had a good drink in this boozer, like, you know, right good drink. And I went home doing an impression of a newt. And my old woman was awake. Now, that's worse than when she's asleep. She was sat up in bed, skinning a rabbit, and she said, because she'd mended the puncher in her naught and she had nothing else to do, she said, come here, you! She talks through her nose, my wife. Has to, wore her mouth out. I said, what do you want, dear? I call her dear on account of the horns sticking out of her head. Normally I refer to her as my little treasure. Because when I take her out, the fellas say, where the fuck do you dig her up from? She said, what would you say if you came home one night and found me in bed with your best friend? I said, I'd say you were a lesbian. I've had me moments, me, you know. Bit of a rave of me, you wouldn't think that, would you? No, not to look at me, would you? Straight up, like, would you? Go on, have a quick glance. Like, go, yeah, you wouldn't, would you, say? Oh, I've been knocking about with a Chinese bird. Student she is. Come to this country to get her O-level. And she wanted to go to a Chinese restaurant, a beautiful Chinese restaurant, what I know in Basildon. Fucking exciting place, Basildon, isn't it? Used to go to a one-eyed girl from there, and even that's shut at 10 o'clock. If you don't know Basildon, it's a big Lego set near Southend, you can't miss it. And I wanted to go to this Chinese restaurant. Like these two, you don't fucking laugh, do you, when the comics are on? You miserable bastard, these two do. But even if you have fucking heard them, still laugh like, you know, you'll get home on time. And, no, it's a beautiful Chinese restaurant called the Shy Tot. Now, I don't know what it means, I don't talk Chinese, but I rang up for a table. I said, who am I speaking to? And the voice said, I am Pooking, the manager. Oh, I said, I'll ring back when you're finished then, so I've got it. I said, what's on the menu? The fella said, tongue. I said, I couldn't eat nothing that come out of an animal's mouth. He should have a board egg. I'd run out of fags, ask for 20 number 6, and the bastard give me 200 prawn balls. And they're big, ain't they, them prawn balls? You ever had them prawn balls, huh? I mean, when you think, though, the size of a prawn, and the size of a prawn ball, I mean, it is no wonder they walk sideways, is it, really? When you... Oh, I love that foreign food. I've been to Spain, me. That's impressed you, isn't it? I don't just piss about round here. I've been to Spain. Well, a Spanish girl? Oh, yeah, cool. Blimey, I met a Spanish bird, yeah. Right, raver. Never let a day go by. And she... And I learnt the language, me, like, because when I go abroad, I learn the language. I'm what they call a cunning linguist. And I... Thought you'd know that. I thought you'd know that. Here's a bit of Spanish. Muchas gracias, penis. That is Spanish. That means thanks very much, cock. And... Yeah, it was all right in Spain. And the waiter has come over, like, you know, and I've called him over, like, in this cafe, this Spanish cafe. I was in. I said, El Prato. He said, Senor, what do you want? That's right, isn't it? And I said, Ego and Chippo. Por favor. He said, Senor, you must have the speciality of the house. I said, what's that? And he brought me up a silver saliva. Big and they have them in posh restaurants. You peasants wouldn't know that. And he took the lid off and there were two great lumps of round meat. They were half big. I said, cool, they look tasty. I said, what meat is that? He said, Senor, that is from the bull. I thought, hold up. Two of them. Big and... I said, that wouldn't be from the tail end of the bull, would it? He said, Senor, that is what we call in our country El Coblero. Hold up, I thought, Bull's Orchestras. I said, I'm not eating that. He said, Senor, that is a delicacy. That a bull was killed in the arena only this morning. Well, I tucked in my life, it was tasty. So much so, I took 14 people from the hotel, mob-handed, marched in. I said, speciality of the house. And he brought up the silver saliva, took the lid off, and there were two little tiny bits of meat. I said, here, how come yesterday big bits, today little bits? He said, Senor, you must remember, the bull doesn't always lose. Do you know what? We were very unsure about tonight's cabaret. Like, you know, how are we doing with a bird? How are we tonight? We're all right with it. Yeah, we were very unsure about tonight's cabaret. We were going to have that Dutchman here tonight who comes out in the clogs and all the Dutch gear and swallows a windmill. That was a fucking good turn. But, he couldn't be here tonight. Then we had the hypnotist lined up. You like the hypnotist? My God, he's great. He gets down the British Musical Society, this hypnotist. He's great. Oh, he look at that. As soon as I insult someone, the mic goes off. He was... Now he gets down there. What happened on that? Look at that. Japanese rubbish. He said he gets down there. This hypnotist, he's wonderful, this hypnotist. And he gets out there with his watch and hypnotises the entire audience. He waves it about, he says, you are very tired. You are very sleepy. You are going to sleep. And one night he dropped his watch. And he said, oh shit. Do you know that? To shut the club for 3 weeks. Then they said to me, let's do something special. Can you find a striptease dancer for tonight? Now, I know the strippers because I worked for a long time at Fiona Richmond. I don't know if you've read about her. She writes in their magazines. You know, the ones you don't buy, but someone lends you. In fact, I've never met the bastard who buys the first one, have you? But there's only one difference between Fiona Richmond and the turnstiles at Wembley. There's 4 more fellas been through them. And we had a stripper lined up tonight, a beautiful bird with a 52-inch bust. Don't do much of an act, sort of crawls on the stage and tries to get up. Great big knockers, nipples like Eartha Kitt's face. And don't wear a G-string, wears a hammock. Now, unfortunately, at the very last minute, this stripper couldn't be with us. She had another engagement in Sister Street, Alexandria, so I thought, well, and she's not... That's where I've seen you, isn't it? Hey, donkey's dead now, you know. Well, of course you know. I think that's the old bastard what killed it. Now, as she's not here, I thought, how can I make it up to him? Then I thought, well, I know. I will do the striptease myself. Thank you, body lovers. Now I've got a figure, I know what it's all about. And I thought, with the aid of the lads, I wonder, fellas, can you see your way clear to play me some fruity music? Something like, knock 3 times, I'll have you on the ceiling. Or I'll go down to you in a taxi, honey. Anything like that. I'll show you just what his stripper would have done. Something like this. Here's a bit they always do. Never understood why they do this. I think I do now. See them socks, clock for them almonds. 25 pence a pair they are in Woolworths. I only had 12 and a half. Have the lot of tonight. Anyone can reach it, they can have it. Anyone can find it, they can tell me where it is. Hang on then, shh. Hang on fellas, don't give it them all at once. Now I've got the bastard's roused panic might see. You'll have to wait, be patient. He's woke him up. Not a bad little figure, is he? I'll wear these long pants because the weather's changeable. Get a bit of damp about, you don't know where rheumatism is right next. Start rubbing that algae pan in willy-nilly, you wouldn't know when to stop, would you? You think what a bastard that spray-on Ralgex would be. Now what I'm going to do is take this a stage further. Because I thought cobblers, it ain't my house. And I shall present for you this exotic fire dance what this girl went into. By God, that's stunted, isn't it? You'll have to be patient, you wait. You're getting excited now. That's your Latin blood, isn't it? Getting all worked up. Look at the state of that. And we've got... What do you mean better than you? How would you know the bleeding difference? And I shall do this exotic fire dance. Now I've got all the gear for this. It's all here. In me gas mask bag. Gives you an idea what an old act I'm doing. Very lucky I've cut out the Tommy Handley impression. Now first of all I have here the flaming torches. I have here the flaming petrol. Some bastards have me flaming matches. Oh no, we're all right. So nick anything round here. My old gran was coming out of Tesco's. Store detective walked up to her. He said, "Here, missus, what you got under your arm?" She said, "Here, what you got, feathers?" Lovely, my old gran. Loves the fruit machines. Dreams about fruit machines, my old gran. Very often my old granddad wakes up with a sore cock and a mouthful of silver. Oh, the exotic fire dance. I'll be ready for this in a minute, eh? Bloody silly way to earn a living, really. Good job my old mum didn't know I'm doing this. She thinks I'm in Soho selling drugs. We got a new one now, LSD and prune juice. For that you do. I saw an Irish glue sniffer the other day. Knew he was an Irish glue sniffer. He had hanky stuck to his nose. It's a bloody strange way to earn a living, really, isn't it, eh? Which I hadn't bloody joined. Never said it'd be like this when I wrote in. I wanted to be a gynecologist, but they said I wasn't tall enough. I knew a gynecologist, Jewish gynecologist called Goldfinger. And I never knew he was a gynecologist till the day he decorated his front room through the letterbox. I don't know why I'm doing all this tonight, really, when you think about it. I mean, like, because I'm not a well man. I've been constipated now for 3 weeks. I hope that's wax. Give us a bit more fruity music, lads. I'll take the rest of me clobber off. All right. Hang on, lads, hang on. I bet you thought I was going to be fat on that shirt, didn't you? Puppy fat, that is. Just a dog. There's nothing wrong with being fat. At least when I can see 3 inches and there's another 6 behind it. I'll find it for you. Hang on, mate. I know it's here. quite can't get it first time, I send the ferret down, all right, yeah. Stay still, you fool, it's only me. You'd think it'd know my hand after all these years, wouldn't you, really? No wonder they call it a prick. Oh, get it out of here. Wait a minute, look at that. It's the other sock. Hey. I'll wear it down there because the wife gets embarrassed because I ain't got a lot. She went to the doctor last week with a ruptured womb. Bloody hell, said the doctor. Your old man must have a big Corey. Harley Street, man. My old woman said, it's about that big. The doctor said, well, that's it. You've ruptured yourself. Snap it. Tonight. The exotic fire dance without the aid of a safety net. Or a truss. Heart of a humba. Heart of a high over here of a humba. It's a little gag for the Londoners. It's a full 3 gags and a comic song, you get the same money. So I'm bloody joined. Hiya! Hup! Oh shit. There's a bloody saying I want to do well. Piss. No, I think the Swan's piddled on these. All the good and I'll save that bastard. Yeah! This is it, here we go! Lighting change! Oh, bloody hell! Anyone want a little bit of charcoal? Oh dear. May not be very clever, but it kept me out of the army. Sometimes you can do that for 10 minutes from some bastard claps. Now, I don't mind if you don't, I don't mind. This is the last one. This is where I like everyone to clap, and I'll say that not for any selfish reason. Just you feel a bit of a burst walking off, if no one does. And if you clap very loud for an encore, I shall come back, bend over, and fart smoke rings. Ladies and gents, thanks for me tonight. Hope I'll see you again. Ta-ra! Good night, God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the wonderful Mr. Chubby Oates. Hey, Chubby Oates, ladies and gentlemen. Go on, my darling. Chubby Oates, darlings. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Welcome out here the very beautiful and the very talented Miss Sheila Lawrence. Let's hear it. Come on, my beautiful.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there is, just too little of. What this world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for me, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to swim, enough to last till the end of time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. That's the only thing that there is, just too little of. What this world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for me, but for everybody. If There's a wrong way to say it, a right way to play it. Nobody does it like me. If there's a wrong way to do it, a right way to screw it up, nobody does it like me. I've got a big loud mouth, I'm always shouting much too free. If you go for tact and manners, better stay away from me. If there's a wrong way to get a guy, the right way to take a guy, nobody does it like me. I hear a love song or ballad, I toss like a salad. Nobody tosses like me. And when my evenings get tougher, I just take to buffering and drink a strong cup of tea. Last night I met an old acquaintance at a fancy corner pub. He said, how about some supper? He used my credit card. If there's a wrong way to lose your cool, right way to be a fool, nobody does it like me. If there's a wrong bell, I ring it. A wrong note, I sing it. Nobody does it like me. If there's a problem, I duck it. I don't solve it, I just muck it up. Nobody does it like me. And when I try to be a lady, I'm a lady, I'm a fraud. When I talk like a lady, what I sound like is a fraud. If there's a wrong way to get a guy, right way to make a guy, nobody does it like, nobody does it like, nobody does it like me. Well, I'm pleased to have had this chance to entertain you. And I'm sure you're pleased that I have had a ball. And I hope that you've had fun from the time our shows began. And that's all. Well, that's all. Well, I've had the privilege here tonight to sing to you varied songs, of which some were great and some were small. I've sung songs both old and new, some notes borrowed, some notes blue, and that's all. Well, that's all. The show business folk, well, they have told you jokes so great, never two apart. I have all my songs to enfold you. On these few songs I have sung right from my heart. Thank you all my friends for friends you are this evening. Your applause has made me feel so very charmed. It's nice to see you smile. There's such warmth that walk a mile. That's all. Well, that's all. At this juncture, perhaps you'd like to take time out to thank three others, without whom this show could not go on at all. I'm backed by three very fabulous musicians. You don't need me to tell you that. Please, let's hear it for our bass guitarist, Mickey there. Come on. Gentleman on drums, one of London's top session players, for Brian there on drums. Gentleman on keyboard over there is Barry. Ladies and gentlemen, the Brian Williamson Trio. Shooby 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 shooby. Is this all? Shooby 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 shooby. When you reach the end, my friend, well, that's all. So good night, goodbye. Thank you all for listening. Once again, I'd like to say I've had a ball. My sincere thanks now I send to you each and every friend. Summer harmonies I'd bend if this tune would just extend, but I can't make it end. We're already past the end. And that's all. That's all. Good night, folks.
We welcome my friend and your friend, and one day you're going to really great talent, the fabulous Mr. Bobby Davro. Yes.
Thank you much. Good evening. Will you give a round of applause, please, to Mr. Lee Tracey, your compere this evening? Thank you, Lee. Bend over backwards to me. Yes. Any man to go on new faces and not get run. Right. Starting off with the silly one. Irish fella walks in the pub. He said, I like a pint of Guinness. The first said, Whitbread. He said, oh, I'll do that one again. He walks in... I've too much to drink it. He walks into Debenhams. He said, I'd like to buy a bath. The fella said, do you want one with a plug? He said, I didn't know they were electric. Walked in the shoe department, he said, give us a pair of shoes. The fella said, try these on, sir. He put them on, he said, they're too tight. He said, try them with the tongue out. He went, they're so tight, they're so tight. I like all them department store. I watch Mr. Humphrey. Do you like him on the telly? Mr. Humphrey. Oh, what a week it's been. Do you have Michael Foot coming today? He walked in. He said, could you... Bend over, drive me home. He said, could you show me the cheapest suit you have in the shop? I said, wait there, I'll get a mirror. Like the daft ones, don't you? Silly gags, aren't they? Like the Irish fella walks in the doctor's great big frog hanging out of his ear. The doctor said, blimey, mate, what's wrong with you? And the frog said, it started off as a boil on my arse on Wednesday. We do some impressions. It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. Ooh, it's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight. Miss Piggy! It's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress up bright. It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight. Kermit.
Straight to these boys, but why could I do? So it really makes me happy when I introduce to you. Ladies and gentlemen, my big comedian has seen on television, we welcome Mr. Jim Davidson.
All right, name's Martin, so Nick. Now, my name's Jim Davidson. I talk police gangs. Oh, we'll do one. Oh, I will, yeah. I'll do... See, this good. How are we doing? Benny Hill! Can't do the voice of that one.
You thought I wasn't going to do this one, didn't you? All right. Oh, that one off Charlie's Angels. Bosley. How you doing? I've not been well. I've had a bit of trouble.
It's like a Vista rag,
I walked in the doctor, said, Doctor, I've got a bit of soap stuck up my bum. He said, that's life, boy. I said, as long as it's not fairy, I don't mind. He said, what's the trouble? I said, I've got a... I don't... They give you the flash. It's not one of them that develops in your hand, is it? No. I said, I've got a... I said, I've got the windy pops. He said, take a seat. I said, thank you. I named that tune in 3. He said, no, tell me about... I said, I got... He said, I didn't do that one. Did you slip one in there, love? Did you? Women, they don't do it, do they? They do, don't they? They're crafty, the women. They cover it up, the women. Have you heard they always go... Or they do it, then walk away and leave the poor fellas to take the blame, haven't they? He said, what's the matter? I said, I've got the windy pops. He says, do you go regularly? I said, every morning at 7. He says, what's wrong with that? I said, I don't get up till 9.
I know this much the Swedish chef.
It's got around the kitchen.
Hello, good evening and welcome. Yes, and in a packed show tonight, We'll be talking to the Irishman that thought Hertz van Heyer was a German painter. We'll be talking to the flasher that was going to give it all up but has now decided to stick it out for another year. And hopefully we'll be talking to the man who spent his entire life savings on a sex change operation and claims it's left him without a sausage.
These are the jokes, folks.
But first, the upstanding for His Royal Highness, Prince Charles. Fell off again is the horse. What do you expect at 12:30? It's more like Lord Charles, this, really. When I was asked to appear at the downtown, I was really kind of excited and baited. As you know, I've had the most amazing year, what with Lady Di announcing the happy news, and all my fault, really. I'd never taken her to Wales to bang her, never again. And I remember on the wedding night, she was a very nervous lady, very nervous. I couldn't really blame her because the last two rides I've had, the first one died under me and I fell off the second. And I remember going and asking Daddy a few tips on the wedding, sort of, how does one give one and all that. And I said to myself, should have heard her, oh my God, I'm arriving. I said, she's a lady, is it? I remember going and asking Daddy, I said, Daddy, when you were dating Mummy, did you ever use the royal coach? He said, no, we taught ourselves. Of course, things didn't work out, and every time, she went to the doctor's last week, she said, Doctor, you've got to help me. Is every time he gives me one, I get indigestion. And the doctor said, have you tried Andrew's? She said, yes, but his is exactly the same.
Hang about me, dears. Won't be a bit a minute. I'll just get me singing that on. Here we go, then. Can't sing without me singing that on. Here we go. Dog is this? Gone off again. How you doing? All right, it's a crow man. How you doing? Who have you got there? Aunt Sally. Hello, Aunt Sally. She's a saucy one, that Aunt Sally, isn't she? What's the days? I've got such a turnip light in my underpants. Tell you what, Aunt Sally's the girl that's got everything. Think I got it now, though. That's the only thing. Anyway. That's saucy Nancy's the one, isn't she? We were walking through the cow field the other day. We were walking... And one of them pesky crows, it cracked on my head. It cracked on my head, Dad. She said to me, she said, you better get a piece of paper. I said, don't be daft, it'll be miles away from now. We do the words or something. You put the word after W and the word after O. Put the word after R. And it's a where we go. The word after Z. You put the word after E. A word after L. As L after word. Angela! With me! You, Alan? Who was it? Who was it? Barry Manilow, you got it. Well, no singing. Bloody hell. All right, all the kids' programmes, me, Blue Peter. Do you remember Blue Peter with John Oates? Hello, welcome to Blue Peter, and tonight Val's going to show you how to make a vibrator out of an old squeezy bottle. Not the same anymore now, you got bloody Bill and Ben. Do you remember Bill and Ben? Do you remember? Oh, blah, 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 blah. Oh, flip, flap, flip, flap. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Do you remember Little Weed? Do you remember Little Weed? Do you remember how she went? Weed. Oh, you haven't, love. Someone's got to sit there after you. All right. All the adverts on the box, I like the adverts. I like that one with the little dog ones down the garden with the toilet paper wrapped round. Ever seen that one? Never see the poor fellow with the trousers around his knees and the dirty arse. Come here. You can laugh. You imagine you sitting on the loo minding your own business and all of a sudden from between your legs that voice comes up. Oh, Barrow back blue, I'll feel like you, Lou. Oh, no. Can't
there's some people on the box now. Got David Bellamy. If they say, "Ooh, what will we wait nuts? Ooh, I'll be eating all the weed away with me on the go." You can't understand a word, can you? Janet Street Porter, have you seen her?
Well, a lot of Peter Falkirk, Ferry Manilow sitting on the cordial. It's really trendy, you know, all right, David.
She's an ugly cow, that one, isn't she? I'll tell you what, if beauty's skin deep, she's inside out, that bird. What are we doing now? Yes, we're doing it. Right, we're going to do impression now. Do you watch the quiz games on the box? Do you ever see the quiz games, like the Clapton Factor? What we're going to do, can I borrow your glasses for this? Here, see-through wig, very nice. We're going to have a... Good evening, my name is Michael Caine. Do you know, and not a lot of people, these are bloody thick, these glasses, aren't they? See what, need good eyesight to see out of these, mate, don't you? Yeah, got all flies stuck to the front. You come on your motorbike tonight, do you? What we're going to do is give you my interpretation of that well-known television programme, University Challenge. Now, could you imagine what would happen if we had the Irish team go on University Challenge? Probably go something like this. They go.
Yes, welcome once again to University Challenge. Asking the questions, Bamba Gascoigne.
Bloody hell.
Yes, hello and welcome once again to University Challenge. Okay, let's meet the two teams tonight. Let's meet the two teams tonight, starting with Queen's College Oxford. Hello, Queens.
Hello.
And King's College Dublin.
Hello there, hello. Paddy Murphy here, reading gas meters.
Okay, that's the answer. Let's go. It's a question 25 on seat. Chisel start of a 10. No conferring. In Greek mythology, can you tell me who is half man, half beast?
King's College, Murphy.
Half man, half beast. Buffalo Bill.
No, it wasn't Buffalo Bill. Queens, can you take it?
72 inches long.
Okay, looks like start of a 10. That started, so I'll finish. Can anybody name me 5 animals from Africa?
King's College, Murphy.
5 animals from Africa. 4 monkeys and an elephant.
Can you spell paint?
What colour?
What's the difference between an electricity board and an emu?
Just between an electricity board and an emu, there's no difference at all. They can both stick the bills up their arse.
Yes. What's an Hebrew?
It's a male tea bag.
And still on religion, what happened to Moses when he went to Mount Olive?
Popeye kicked him in the knackers.
Yes.
Okay, Olives.
Things really getting exciting now as we come to the last one of questions. Hands on top of the tables, Queens. Hands on top of the tables, no interfering. What's the last thing to go through a fly's mind as it hits the window screen of a car?
It's knackers.
Yes. What's the difference between Joan Collins and the Eiffel Tower?
Not that many people have been up the Eiffel Tower.
It's a good one, that. It's the first time I've heard that one as well. Can anybody tell me how did Captain Hook die?
He wiped his arse with the wrong hand.
Yes. What were the first words Eve said to Adam?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Yes. And can you tell me what's the difference between a mountain goat and a goldfish?
Just between a mountain goat and a goldfish. One mucks around the fountain.
Which means good night for me, Bamba Gascoigne. Good night for you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Once again, thank you. We'll do some singing questions. Come on. Starting with one name there, Mr. Gilbert O'Sullivan.
In a little while from now, if I'm not feeling any less, I promise myself to treat myself, visit a nearby town, and climbing to the top,
I'll just throw myself off in an effort to make it clear to know never one is lying when you're shattered and standing in the lodge at a church where people sing, my God, that's tough, she stored him up, no point in us remaining. You may as well go home as I did on my own, alone again, naturally. Alone again, naturally. Ladies and gentlemen, and family pets.
You what? You like it as well?
Oh, I didn't realise. It's all mechanical, you see, I don't know how it works. I bet his teeth are going when he goes to sleep, aren't they?
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, this fabulous backing band behind me, the Brian Williamson Orchestra! They say this business, an artist is only as good as his audience. I've been fabulous tonight. I've enjoyed myself. Good night, God bless.
My impression of Bobby Davro giving his girlfriend one.
We're going to go while the film running. Let's keep on while the film running. From us to you good night. God bless. Did you want to go? See you in Wimbledon. London, maybe it's because we're not London. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I think of her wherever I go. I had a body inside of me. You do. I don't know the words to this one either. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London town. All of you there, come on. Captain over there, come on. I'm a Londoner. David, John, come on. I love London. Just Kate, you got a game. I'm a Londoner. Thank you, think of her.